First off, it's humbling for me to be here, but I got a story to tell. And the reason why many of you are going through what you're going through right now is because the story that's being created in you. They bullied me, they called me the dummy, they called me all of these different things, but I took possession of all of what they were saying. Don't be ashamed of where you are right now, because there is a story that's being created in you that you're going to be able to share with somebody else and lift them out of the place of their hardship.
Here are people, pretty important people in our community that think so highly of you that they took time to congratulate you. And we have more people adding to this video and adding to this video. It's about 6 or 7 minutes of people that want to pat you on the back and recognize you as recipients, and more importantly, recognize the families.
Well, I had a prepared script, but I can do a lot better if I just wing it. First off, it's humbling for me to be here in front of you to introduce our speaker. Number one, because what you've accomplished as parents and mentors and students is outstanding. So it's humbling for me to be here because it represents a lot of what I've always valued in my life and what I've tried to work for as far as with my student athletes and our basketball players. One of the things I would say is I got into coaching basketball for 2 reasons. One is I had a love of the game of basketball, and secondly, I had a passion for working for young men and helping them. I had 2 of those guys that are here today in Lafayette and James. I have a story for each one. Well, I have multiple stories, but I'll limit it to just one. Coach Hammond came up to Lacey, Washington, down here from Whittier, played for me for 3 years and graduated, and really was one of those guys that you would almost remember as like the Energizer Bunny, always going nonstop. And I don't know at this point if I can yell at you to run like I was able to yell at you when you played. That would be James. Then Lafayette Dorsey was a transfer, played for me for 2 years, and I would call it like a leap of faith. He took an opportunity to transfer from a Division I institution down here, come to Olympia or Lacey, Washington. I don't think had set foot on campus prior to that. And 1,800 miles away, and Olympia, Washington is a lot different than Southern California. And he came up and just did an outstanding job for us. Had a great junior year, broke his foot early in his senior year and wasn't able to finish out the year. But if anything would typify what Lafayette represents to me is someone that was just focused, an extremely hard worker, and he was goal-oriented. He knew what he wanted to do and what he wanted to accomplish. One of the things I would say, and when he comes up here, and you've probably already seen that, is once he gets up here, you're going to see this big smile and this big laugh. But if the clock goes on, it all changes. It's game time. And he's just an extremely serious young man when it needs to. But I will say this, both these guys, I'm very proud to have been a part of their lives and couldn't be prouder of what they've accomplished. And now I'd like to introduce our featured speaker, Lafayette Dorsey.